Today I'm going to demonstrate making a simple felt grow bag. I have a full tutorial for this grow bag on my blog, which will be linked below, but I just wanted to do a quick little demo making a mini version so that you can see all the steps and hopefully it'll make sense when you're making your full-size grow bags. So what you're going to need 5 squares. They can really be any size depending on how big you want your grow bag to be. My favorite is cutting probably like 13 or 14 inch squares. I find that that's a good size grow bag for my needs, but like I said, I'm gonna make a mini one today so that you can see everything and the construction will be the same. So I'm gonna take one of my squares and on kind of the wrong side, this is felt, so it really doesn't have a wrong side, but I'm gonna choose a side to be the wrong side. I'm going to, basically what I need to do, I need to make marks in all 4 of my corners where 1/2 inch lines up. So I'm going to do that by marking 1/2 inch little lines all around the square. Just kind of concentrated in the corners because that's where I actually need it. Oh, drew that one all the way across, that's fine. Okay, so now I have my little corner intersections. And like I said, I did this at 1/2 inch because I'm using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. If you wanted to use 1/4 inch seam allowance or 3/8 or something else, just make those lines that size. So if I was gonna do 1/4 inch seams, I would mark my lines at 1/4 inch on all 4 sides. We just want to have these nice square intersections for where we're going to start and stop sewing as we add our side pieces. With that said, that is our next step. So I'm going to take one of my side pieces. I'm going to put it kind of right sides together. Again, not really a true right and wrong because this is felt. So I've got them right on top of each other and I'm going to secure these together with pins. Just a couple since this one's so small. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this over to my machine and I'm going to start sewing at this corner intersection and I'm going to sew all the way across to this corner intersection. So I'll pick back up with you when I've got that sewn. Okay, so now I've got this first side attached to the base. I stitched just between these 2 corner intersections using those lines that we marked. So now I'm just going to kind of open this up and tuck this out of the way and do the same on this side. So I'm going to flip this around. Grab my next piece and again put it right sides together, secure it with some pins, and I'm going to sew from this corner to this corner. Okay, now I've got this second side attached. I just sewed between the 2 marks and now I can flip this side out and attach our final 2 sides. So we're going to do this in the same way. We're going to put our base right sides together with the next side, but we've got a little extra bulk here because we've already sewn these 2 sides on. So one thing that I like to do to make things a little bit easier is to sort of tuck this extra seam allowance here just down and out of the way and either use a pin, I think I'm going to use a clip to just sort of get it out of the way. That way I have a little bit more room. So I'm just sort of folding it down just at the corner. I just find that gives me a little bit more wiggle room when I'm over at the machine. So now I can lay this other side. And it's a grow bag, it's gonna be filled with dirt, so if this isn't the most precise sewing project you've ever done, it's gonna be fine. So again, now I'm going to carefully sew between my 2 corner marks. So now I've got my 3rd side attached. I can remove my clips and flip it all around and do it again on this final edge with my final side piece. Okay, now we've got all 4 of our side pieces attached to our base. So we've got this kind of plus situation going on. And what we want to do now is we want to attach our sides to each other. So these two here are going to come together to form a corner of our bag. Same with these two, same with these two, and these two. So we're gonna go ahead and use some pins. So basically you're just kind of matching it up with its neighbor that it's the closest to. Nothing too crazy. On a bag this size, I really probably don't even need to pin this, but I'm guessing the grow bag you're gonna be making will be much larger. This one's gonna be teeny tiny. But like I said, for any size bag, this is all gonna be the same steps. Okay, and now what we want to do on all four sides is sew this seam closed, starting from the very top and going all the way to meet our stitching from where we attached the side piece to the bottom. All right, this is what these side seams look all sewn up. So I started up at the top and I sewed all the way down to meet this bottom stitching where the side piece meets the base. And I did that for all four of the corners. So all we have left to do is turn this right sides out. I mean, you really could leave it the other way too, but I think it looks a little bit neater with those seams in the middle or in the inside. So just gonna gently push these corners out, nothing crazy. The dirt will help push some of it out and relax it a bit. Okay. There we go. All done. Got a cute little felt grow bag. And like I said, this is all the same steps and techniques for a larger size. Just wanted to show you on a mini. And this guy is ready to be filled with dirt and planted. Hope this helped.